Okay, today's topic, this is great because this is a very, very quick blue tip that shows how to do kind of a neat thing. If you've never heard of BlueTrain, BlueTrain is what we call, the product is Atomic Learning, and they have all kinds of short little video resources with a lot of technology type training, okay? So I'm going to show you how you can take some of those and put them into your BlueLine class, very, very simply. So let me first log into BlueTrain. The URL is simply either bluetrain.creighton.edu or creighton.edu/bluetrain, or there's links from the faculty pages. Let me log in. There we go. I'd already logged in, so it didn't prompt me. I'd already logged into BlueLine. Things always slow down when I go to make recordings, it seems like. It was zippy 5 minutes ago. Okay, here we go. So here's the system. And I'm not going to show you a lot about this, except to say that under all applications is where you can go through and find all of these different applications you can get training on. So let's say you have a project and your students really need to learn how to use Excel. So let's go and we'll say Excel 2010. And it's going to show me all kinds of training options for Excel. So notice this one here, the Excel 2010 Intro. There are 100 tutorials in here. As a whole, they encompass 3 hours and 9 minutes. So let's actually look at those. And they've got them broken up into categories, just the basics to start with. And what's really nice is they're all very, very short. 1 minute in length, 2.5 minutes in length. So you can get just the topics, get in, get out for what you need to know. Now let's say, though, that for my class, again, I want to give students easy access to this. Let's start with one video. So let's say customizing a ribbon. That's what I want them to see. So first I'll pull it up so you can see what it looks like to view it.
Now be customized. This new capability allows you to create a ribbon that contains your...
We don't need to watch that. But if I want to make that available to students, there is a share button right here. I grab that URL. I can paste that URL right into BlueLine then. Okay? We pay a license for this. If a student were to just go to this tutorial and try to access it, it's going to say, you need to pay 99 bucks or something. So by getting the URL here, you notice how it says CN Creighton, blah, blah, blah there. That means when you put the URL in that way, it's going to prompt them to log in. So let me just show that. I'm going to copy that URL. Let me go back to BlueLine, go to a module. Let me just create a link in here. So in this module, I'll add content. I'm going to add an external URL link. There it is. Page name. What was this?
So you can
Excel, right?
Excel, yeah.
So you can give it a title. Okay.
2010.
Excel video. And just like that, we click on it. It's going to show the video right in there.
And in Office 2010,
the login is the same type of login as BlueLine, so I don't think it even prompts them to log in again. If it does, it's their blue credentials. We'll test that theory in a minute with a little more advanced.
And all you didn't put that on a page, you just did an external URL.
I did an external URL. I'm going to do a page now, though.
Okay.
We're going to take it up a notch. So let me go back here to BlueTrain again. And I don't just want one video. I want links for all of these videos for the students. Okay? To do that, I'm going to go to this link that says Create Easy Links. Okay? So when I click on that, it's going to pop up and let me choose which videos I want. For simplicity, I'll just say check all. But if I knew, for instance, there's no way they ever need this one or that one, I could go and pick and choose which videos I want.
Deselect them.
I can deselect them, select them. Preview it. It shows me what it's going to look like. This link goes to the overall thing, and then there are links for every single one of those little videos. Now I'll click one more button, Get the Easy Links HTML. This is the HTML code. I'm just going to copy. So my keyboard, I'm doing Control-C, or you could go to, usually in your menu you have Edit Copy. You all know how to copy. So I've copied that. Jump back to BlueLine. This time, Joan, kind of what you asked about, instead of just creating a link, in my module, I'm going to create a new content page. say new page. We'll name this one Excel videos, plural this time. I can't type. So that's just a blank page so far. Does everyone follow that?
Mhm.
I'll click on it to view the blank page. I'll edit the page. I want to paste now, but I can't paste yet because I'm pasting HTML code. So I need to switch views, which lets me see the HTML code area. Now I paste. And when I switch back, there it is. I can add more information here. So if I want to go ahead and say, go to that bullet, please watch every video. You will be tested. I'm just making things up. And of course I can do my different formatting to make that a heading. And I'll save it. And just like that, I created a page which has links to every single one of those Excel videos on that page. Now, let me log in as a student real quick here so we can just kind of test it full circle. So, not there. I'm going to start up a different web browser that I'm not logged in as. I'm going to go to BlueLine. I was using a different account as an instructor. This is my account that lets me be a student in this class. And we're going to see what happens with logins. So the course I was using was called the Canvas Experience. And under Modules, there's the Excel Videos page. So there's the see everything. Let's just click on using the Backstage View, whatever that is. Do you notice it went, I don't know if you saw the URL, it actually went to the login page, but since it uses the same login as BlueLine, it didn't make me put my username and password in. It actually did what we call single sign-on or pass-through authentication. It takes me right to the video. And of course, Firefox doesn't like that.
I've gotten that before too.
Yeah, you're all familiar with this. Activate all plugins. Firefox doesn't always like Flash, and this is a Flash video. There we go.
Backstage View is new for Office 2010 and is displayed when you...
Does that make sense? And again, it opened a new window, so it avoids any secure, non-secure issues with browsers. This is actually, I think, the way to go, is embedding multiple videos, unless you simply have that one video to show. Let me show you this. If I wanted to, if the student wants to go to BlueTrain and see them all in there, that's what this top link does. So if they click this one, it'll show that exact same view of where, as an instructor, I first created the page. So there we go. Remember this one? Where they're actually collapsed into the different categories. So that also gave me the student pass-through authentication for the Excel videos.
So this lets the students into BlueTrain wherever you want them to be, actually.
Yeah, yep, and it pulls it right into there. And again, a lot of this isn't stuff that you're probably having a class on how to use Excel, but you may have a project where they need to use Excel. Or maybe their project is they need to present something to the class. And sometimes we assume students can just figure out PowerPoint. That's not always the
Well,
case.
that's exactly it. I've got, every year I assign, I divide the class into groups of about 8, and they all have to come up with a short, each group has to come up with a short PowerPoint presentation, which they have to get up and present to the class. And I make the assumption that they learn from Dr. Graves or somebody else how to run PowerPoints. And it's worked pretty well for several years, but no one's ever asked me how do we do PowerPoints. They seem to be able to, there's always somebody within a group who seems to.
Yeah, and this would be just a quick way you could just add a page in your course, have all these tutorials, and for those who needed it, it's right there. For those who don't, it doesn't hurt anything.
I think I probably will do that. I'll go over to BlueTrain and get some kind of a little tutorial on PowerPoint and stick it over there.
Yeah, and just a second, John, I'll get to your
Yes,
question in a
okay.
minute. But, you know, even if you go here to the, let's go to the home page. There are all kinds of applications in here. Another one I thought that could be useful is if you want to use Google Docs at all, or have your students learn how to use Google Docs, there are ones in here, Google Drive, Google Docs, literally hundreds of different applications you can choose from. There's even different topics too, and I haven't gone through all these, so I wasn't prepared to show you a lot of this, but
There The latest version of BlueLine hasn't filtered down through to this yet.
We do have some things in here for BlueLine actually.
Yes.
If we go to BlueLine, oh,
Is that BlueLine Classic or the latest one?
should be the latest one. I'm not seeing them right now. I could have swore I added them. I'll look into that. But yeah, we actually did. These aren't ones we created. These are ones that we're actually linking out to the vendor's website where you've got a bunch of videos there. And I'm sure I added them 2 weeks ago. I'm just not. I need to see how to find them.
Okay.
Maybe it's under Canvas.
No, because I had it under BlueLine. I know I did.
Structure probably.
I mean, well, let's look. I guess you're right. We should look.
Yeah, Canvas, there you go.
Now they are. These are not the ones. Oh wait. Are these the ones? I'm not sure if we put these in or someone else did. There you go. Yeah, these are someone else put these in. So here are ones you want us to give people instructions. Again, I can say create easy links. I could check all of them. Preview the easy links. Get the HTML. Copy. And now back in my course, let's add, let's see, go to modules. And I'll add a new page. Content page called, we'll call it Canvas Training. I could call it BlueLine Training. Go to my page. Edit my page. Paste it in the HTML. And we're done. We added in student training specific to campus.
That's fantastic.
How much time did I take?
14 minutes.
We did very well.
I got 3 minutes left
Yep,
still.
good.
Oh, well, I'm going to stop the recording. I actually did things more.